Do you have a minute, Miss Fisher?
Oh, yes, of course. Hey, Coach M, what's up?
Jacob and I need to talk to you for a moment.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. Come on in. Hello, Jacob.
Hey, Miss Fisher.
So, what's going on?
We had another incident with Jacob in gym class today.
Again, what happened this time?
He pushed his friend Taylor down when we were playing two-hand touch tag.
Again, this is the 5th time this month, Jacob. Do you want to tell me what's going on?
What? I used 2 hands. He got in my way, and I didn't want to be it, so I had to get around him. I didn't mean to.
I know, but Jacob, you know that we've talked about this. Playing nicer in gym class and being more careful and respectful towards our classmates. This is the 3rd strike, unfortunately. So I think we're gonna have to call your parents and have a
What?
meeting.
No, come on, you don't have to do that. I'm not even gonna be there anyway.
What do you mean?
I don't know, they're busy. They're always out at work or something.
Well, I'm sure we can find a time where we can all meet and have a little discussion. All right? Well, I'm gonna send you back to class now, okay?
Alright.
Put it here. All right.
I just didn't know what to do, Miss Fisher. She's getting out of hand.
I know. You've really done everything you could at this point, and I appreciate that, but I think it's time for some parent intervention, unfortunately, but
Sounds right.
all right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for addressing this.
Yes, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks. Hello, is this the parent or guardian of Jacob Smith? Oh, hello, Zoe. This is Mrs. Fisher, the counselor at Oak Tree Elementary. We just had a little incident with Jacob today. We were wondering if you and your wife would like to come in and have a little sit down. Yes, tomorrow at 2 sounds great. I'll see you both then. Okay, take care. Guess I don't know what else we could do. We just need to figure something out. Oh, hello. You must be Jacob's parents.
Yes,
Come on in.
hello. Hi, I'm Sylvia. Nice
Hi,
to meet
I'm
you.
Jacob's school counselor.
Zoe.
Hello, nice to meet you. You guys can go ahead and take a seat. This is Coach M. She just took a minute out of her busy afternoon schedule just to give you a little background on what's going on.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
I just wanted, me and Miss Fisher want to bring you guys in and let you guys know that Jacob has been displaying overly aggressive behavior in gym class on a daily basis, which involves him like pushing and shoving, calling friends' names. I pulled him aside and sent him out of his favorite games. I've sent him to the office, and me and Miss Fisher don't really know what else to do, so we brought you guys in. We just want to know the reasons that could be behind his aggressive behavior, but I gotta get going, so good luck with everything.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with the big game.
Thank you.
Alright, so let me begin. I'll just grab Jacob's folder. Alright guys, so talk to me a little bit about what goes on at the house. What are some daily routines that take place?
Well, it really depends on the day. We're both pretty busy with work, so
On the weekends, we usually do more family activities, but during the week it can get pretty crazy for us with our work schedules.
Okay, so with your crazy work schedules, what's the normal dinner situation that you guys normally do for dinner?
During the week, it's a lot of leftovers. During the weekends, we do try and have sit-down dinners, but during the week, it's sometimes too hard to do that.
and on the nights we're not home, we usually have Jacob's sitter just take him out to dinner.
Okay, so how often, like during regular week, would you say you guys have a sit-down meal all together as a family?
Probably like twice. Yeah.
Twice, okay. So talk to me a little bit about Jacob specifically. What does he like to do in his free time? What activities does he like to partake in?
Well, he loves to play football with his brothers, and they love to play video games. What's that one
Yeah.
called?
Call of Duty, and they like playing that other one.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Our older son just got that for his birthday, so they've been playing that a lot.
Okay, so his brothers are older than Jacob. Is he the youngest?
Our oldest is 13, and then we have another one who's 10.
And he shares a room with a 10-year-old.
And we actually just got a new TV for our room, so we put our old one in their room, and they've been spending a lot of time in there together, like kind of playing video games and doing that.
Okay, so based on what you guys have observed, how often do you think Jacob's watching TV or playing video games? Like, how often would you say during the week?
Well, we try and limit it, but recently it's been pretty frequent.
So I think what really stood out to me in our following conversation is more of the mention of the violent video games that Jacob partakes in with his brothers. What most parents, they don't realize is the effect that these types of video games can have on their child's behavior. Media violence is known to increase hostile thoughts, hostile emotions, and also the aggressive behavior. Also can create both short-term and long-term behavioral problems, which may be what's occurring with Jacob with his aggressive behavior towards his classmates in gym class. So, talking about the aggressive behavior, there are two different types of aggression that Jacob could be displaying. I don't think he's very reactive. I don't think his behaviors are meant to hurt anyone. They're not aimed at anyone in particular. I think he's more proactive. He's just more self-initiated with his aggression, and he just is quick to get angry.
Yeah, I agree. I don't
So?
think he means to hurt
Yeah.
anyone, but he is very quick to kind of initially get upset.
Right. So there are also different temperaments that a child can display. It's good to recognize the temperament that a child has in order to solve maybe any behavioral issues that we're seeing. So I'm just going to go through the 3 different types of temperaments, and then we can talk about which one you guys feel best suits Jacob. So there's the easy child, which the easy child is quick to establish with regular routines, generally cheerful, they're very easy to adapt to new situations. The other one is the more difficult child. They're more irregular with their daily routines, slow to accept new experiences, tends to react more negatively and intensely towards situations. And then the last one is called the slow to warm up child. Those children are more inactive. They show more mild or low-key reactions to stimuli. Their mood is also more negative, and then they also adjust a little more slowly to new experiences. So based on those, which one do you think kind of suits Jacob more?
What was the second one?
The difficult child.
I mean, I hate to say that he's difficult.
But that probably is the one that describes him best.
All right, I'm glad that we came to terms on that. It's definitely good to recognize the temperament in order to, again, like I said earlier, solve the behavioral issues that we're seeing that Jacob's displaying. So if you guys just bring your attention over to the board, I just drew this chart out that shows some characteristics of different parenting styles. So what I'm going to do is go through each column, and I'm going to have you guys erase the ones that you feel do not correspond to your family dynamic. So if you just want to follow me up to the board, we can go through these. So I'm going to take you to the first column, which is acceptance. So how accepting do you feel you are of Jacob's behaviors and his needs and wants?
I think that we're very accepting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd say you're high acceptance, so you can just erase them. The next column is involvement. How involved do you feel you are with Jacob?
Well, we have been really busy lately, so I don't want to say hi.
Yeah,
but
so maybe on the lower side.
But not too low, right?
No.
Okay.
So
So that's definitely an area to work on. Okay, so then control. How controlling do you feel you are with Jacob's behaviors?
I guess going back to the video games, we do often just kind of let go and let him play when he wants. We
Okay.
always kind of try and let him do what he wants to do instead of what we want him to be doing, I guess.
Okay, so you'd say you're not very controlling.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe the lower side.
And it's consistent, so take that one down.
Makes sense.
Okay, so with the last column, the autonomy, do you normally let Jacob just make his own decisions, or do you give him some guidance? How do you?
Jacob's pretty independent, so he usually makes his own decisions.
I would say hi, probably.
Okay. All right, so if you guys just want to go back and take a seat, we can go over the results of the characteristic chart. So based on the results from the activity, it seems that it's mostly permissive would be your parenting style. So we talked about your involvement is low. So I wouldn't say your involvement is as low to call you guys uninvolved parents. So the uninvolved parent, they're usually emotionally detached, overwhelmed by life stress, they have little time, energy, and at its extreme, involved parenting can be called neglect. So I wouldn't say you're neglecting Jacob that early. And I also wouldn't go as far as to say your involvement, you're not very high in control. So I wouldn't call you guys authoritarian either, because you're not very cold and rejecting, and you don't yell, command, and criticize Jacob, you know. You're not very hard on him. It's not just your way all the time, you know. You guys did say that you like to give him some more freedom. So the permissive parenting style that you guys display, so you guys are warm and accepting, but a little uninvolved. That's more of what you guys focused on. You're just, you know, you're very busy. It's hard to, you know, stay involved with.
And what does that mean for Jacob? Is that part of the reason why he's been having these behavior issues? Or?
Right, good question. So a lot of times with permissive parenting, the children of permissive parents, they tend to be more impulsive, display a little more rebellious behaviors. Sometimes they're overly demanding, and honestly, it's seen that the link between parenting and this permissive parenting and the children, it's often you can see how rebellious the behavior is, mostly with boys. There's a very strong link with boys and rebellious behavior, which is what we're seeing with Jacob during his phys ed classes. So ideally, the parenting style that we like to see is more of the authoritative parenting style, which is on the top part. The authoritative parenting style, you're very warm and attentive, you know, more sensitive to your child's needs. You establish an enjoyable, emotionally fulfilling relationship with Jacob. So you want like a more close connection with Jacob, which would involve a little more involvement, you know, with Jacob during the week. You need to also, at the same time though, exercise a more firm, reasonable control on him. So maybe not letting him make a lot of his own decisions, giving a little more guidance, but at the same time not being super hard on him and controlling, you know. There needs to be some sort of a nice balance there.
Yeah, we probably could cut down on the video games.
Maybe a little.
So what we like to do now is maybe bring in Jacob and go over some resolutions to the behavior that he's displaying, you know, so we can find a solution. So what I did, I actually, I'm just going to phone down to his classroom right now, and then he should just be down shortly, okay?
Great, thank you.
All right, Jacob, so what me and your parents have decided is that maybe you guys could spend some more time together during the week, some more family time.
Sounds awesome.
You know, maybe some like family dinners, some family game nights. How does that sound to you?
Can we start making mac and cheese? I
Yeah,
love mac and
of
cheese.
course we can.
Babysitter doesn't make it as good as you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna give her some time off for a little while.
Yeah. You guys could all maybe make the macaroni and cheese together as a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with all this time you guys are going to be spending together with your family activities, there may not be as much time for you to partake in your video games, Jacob, unfortunately.
Really?
But we did decide that we're going to set aside a half an hour each day after you finish your homework and you can play video games then.
And we heard your brother talking about the new Madden game, so
Oh, yeah.
that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
You
I
love
pay
football,
some bills
right?
and everything, yeah.
Yeah, go
Go
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. So, focusing a little more on your aggressive behavior, Jacob, I do know, and we talked about how you just sometimes get a little angry when the situation maybe doesn't go your way if something,
Yeah.
you know. So what we talked about maybe doing is you could maybe, when you feel angry or upset about something, you could just take a second and take 3 deep breaths.
3.
3, yeah. Count to 3, just take some deep breaths, and then you can continue on with the situation. Does that sound good to you?
I can try it, yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
All right, sounds good. So, do you guys have any questions for me? Was everything that I went over clear?
Yeah, thank you so much for
Yes,
having
Yeah, I'm
us.
glad you made some
Thanks for all your help.
progress. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Fisher.
Yep.